Hi, Style Rebel. Welcome to today's special style session. This is actually something that just came to me the other day because I know many of us are maybe looking for new job opportunities. Maybe you are even getting ready to launch your own business, right? I know there's people that have been laid off, or you know what, this whole pandemic has possibly changed your entire outlook on your future life and what you do to provide for yourself, for your family, to make you feel more fulfilled. That's what I've taken in during this entire pandemic. So, I wanted to talk to you today regarding how you can put your best self out there so that you truly represent the person that you are today and the person that you envision yourself to be in the very near future. Because it is so important that the way you dress is represented in a way that you want people to notice you and to have positive first impressions about you, especially when it relates to business. And I know you might be thinking, oh, that's so vain. You know, that might be superficial for some, but hopefully after you listen to what I have to say today, and I love to get some feedback from you as well, hopefully it will change your perspective a bit. Okay, so I want to ask you this first. Excuse me. Have you ever been maybe like scrolling through Facebook or Instagram or somebody's website or Yelp or Google, or maybe you got a business card with a photo on it and you're looking for a certain service, right? You're looking to hire somebody for a specific service. And when you fall on their page, their business page or their Instagram profile or their website, you look at the picture of that person who's going to provide that service to you, and without intentionally judging, you judge. It is natural human being character for us to do this. And you may not be judging in a bad way. However, you are taking those few minutes to make a first impression on that person. Is this person going to be somebody that I can trust to count on for whatever service I need their help with? Are they somebody that's going to be knowledgeable enough? Is it somebody that you think you can count on? All of that is based on their appearance. So that's what we're going to talk about today. So I want to know, yes or no, have you ever not hired somebody because you saw their picture or you saw their personal Facebook profile even, or their business Facebook profile, and they just did not reflect the person and the price that you were supposed to pay to hire them? Yes or no? That has happened to me many times. So that is what we're talking about today. Why it's so important that the way you put yourself together represents the prices that you are charging for your services or your products. So I hope you're ready to listen to this. And I know that it's happened to many of us. So I'm sure that we're going to get a lot of yeses, but I really want to hear from every one of you that is watching this live or on the replay, and just be honest, yes or no. So if we haven't met yet, welcome to the page. My name is Ginna, also known as the Style Rebel Mama, and I am not only an image consultant and personal stylist and coach, but I'm also a social media marketing strategist. And I am just super passionate about helping not just any business person, but honestly, women, business owners, and female entrepreneurs to live their best self, not just with success monetarily, but how they feel on the inside and out. And we do that through different levels of style transformation and rediscovery. And we combine that with style and branding and social media marketing. So if you are new, say hello, smash the we love the hearts, and please feel free to sprinkle this in your news feed. So if you have lots of business friends that are women that you feel need to listen to this, because I know this is a major topic, especially now as we change. Many of us are, changing jobs, we're interviewing, we're starting a new business. So this is super, super important. And it's not something that you get taught. We can find courses on how to launch a business, how to start a business, tools used for a business. But unless you have a business coach or a style coach, this is not something that's going to be taught. So feel free to comment, give me your suggestions. And ladies, I want you to understand this does not have to do with being superficial or being fake, or how much money you spend on your clothes, or whether you're wearing designer clothing. It has nothing to do with that. So this is really the psychology of dressing well. So before we get into why it's so important, let's talk about two parts of this whole psychology of dressing well and why it's so important. So there's two parts to why there is this psychology to getting dressed. The first part is how you dress yourself is actually a reflection of how you feel about yourself inside. And the second part to that is that people will notice. So those two things are, to me, so impactful to know and to be aware of every time you get dressed, especially when you're getting dressed for business. And, I know that right now many of us might be at home. So tell me, are you still working from home, or have you now, if you do work for a company, for example, or maybe you have an office outside of your home that you own, are you still at home, or are you outside and working in your office and not getting out already? But I'm going to tell you something else. This is not just for if you are already working out of the home. This is also working in the home, because I've been working at home for 10.5 years now. And the best advice that I was ever given when I started to work from home and own my own businesses was to get up and get dressed every morning. And it just makes such a big difference. So what does branding yourself say about you? Okay, so we're going to start about that. So let's talk about the psychology of getting dressed and what it reveals about you. So here's the thing. If you're somebody that, and this is so common, so I don't want you to feel like I'm outing anybody, because I've done this too. So I'm going to speak for myself. Okay, I have had those days where I wake up super late because I was up late working the night before, or one of my kids was up waking me up multiple times, and so I just couldn't get a good night's rest. And the next morning I woke up late. I literally dragged my butt out of bed to put whatever I could on and then tried to work. Guess how my day went? Really crappy, because I didn't force myself and I didn't get out of that mental block of I'm so tired to actually get dressed. So another example, I've been doing tons of Zoom meetings lately, like multiple per day. But there have been a few where I have just been astonished at seeing, for networking, business purposes, people that just are literally getting out of bed, like still in their pajamas, hair's not even brushed. And what that portrays to the person watching, especially when it relates to business, is that you're somebody that's disorganized, you're somebody that's disheveled, does not have things together. And believe me, I have a lot of challenges in my life, but I'm never going to show that through with how I appear. I have a responsibility to my clients and to myself to keep myself put together so that I can be more productive and not constantly be, thinking about the challenges that are going on in my personal life. Personal is personal, business is business. And there are also, I know many times that a lot of this might have to do with mental health, which is a whole other, topic to talk about. But we will get into a little bit about why getting dressed, what that has to do with your mental health and your confidence levels and your, feeling assertive. So when you are not put together and you use at many times we're justifying ourselves because we woke up late or we have so many kids, we're rushing around to get things ready. It's not about that. It's about taking a moment to take control of yourself, for yourself, to think about you and your well-being, and it's not a selfish thing. Okay, so I want to lay that out there and put that out there because I know that there are many women that feel, might feel that it's a little selfish to, always have yourself put together, and you don't have to worry about how you put yourself together if also you have planned things out properly and you have a closet that's organized, in a way that works well for you. If you have the right basics, if you know how to dress for your body shape, there's so many other factors to this formula, but once you can take control of that, you will live such a more productive and successful life because you have control of it and you are thinking about yourself, and it's not a selfish thing. So when you are dressing in a way that looks like you are a hot mess, it's revealing that you are a hot mess. Okay. So why what you wear is not a superficial thing. This is something that I feel is so important to like really talk about, and kind of it's honestly, I feel like it's the elephant in the room sometimes when I am sharing about style and self-confidence and body confidence. So here's the thing. You can use fashion a couple different ways. You can use it to work for you, or you can use it to work against you. So, and tell me if you agree with this. If you are somebody that runs after fast fashion, you are going to be somebody that is constantly spinning your wheels, running after trends every season, and feeling that you have to constantly be buying to stay on trend and to stay on style, versus if you are somebody that uses fashion to tell your story, but you match your fashion to align with yourself, with your personality, with your life experiences, with your current job position, with the way you envision yourself to be in the future, that is going to be a positive way to use fashion versus a negative way to use fashion, which is running after fast fashion. So which way would you prefer to use fashion? Fashion to align yourself with, as telling the story about you and how you want to represent yourself to the world? Or do you want to use fast fashion to run after trends and spend lots of money and have a cluttered closet and feel like you have to be stylish by wearing trends? So A or B? I think I would prefer to go after A, and that's what I'm passionate about when I share this in here, when I go live with you guys in my private group and even in my Style Vibe Tribe community. The psychology of dressing well and what it communicates about you. So, which I've already kind of tapped into this a few moments ago, but visually, everything we do is a way of communicating, right? The same thing works with how you dress. The same thing works with the kind of jewelry that you wear. The same thing works with the type of clothes that you wear, or the styles of clothing that you wear. Not the type, meaning not designer, not brands, not things like that, okay? For example, I am like, okay to completely admit that I have shopped at Walmart before. However, when I've worn those pieces of clothing, nobody can tell the difference. In fact, I get asked many times, oh my gosh, where did you get that? That's so cute. It came from Walmart. I'm a Target fashion shopper. I love Target. Now, I will tell you, this lovely sweater that I have on, which is one of my favorite colors, is from Cabby, which is not, super inexpensive, but there are pieces in my wardrobe that I do feel are more quality pieces that I'm okay with splurging on a little bit because I'm not running after trends. This is something that I wear all the time. I will wear it for a very long time. It will be in my closet for a very long time. And typically when I buy clothes now, since I've been a stylist now for quite some time, what you see in my closet is something that I wear almost everything that's in there, unless it's like a special occasion for, some sort of, for like a wedding or I don't know, holidays or something like that. So what you wear is a visual way of communicating. Okay. So when you're putting clothes on, are you putting clothes on intentionally to communicate a certain way? Or are you just getting dressed just to get dressed because you feel like you have no time and you're rushing and you're not making it a priority? So next time you go to get dressed, think about that. What is the type of communication that you are wanting to relay to other people that are coming into your life that day? And it's just, and the color too. I love color. Color just makes me happy, which is part of my style brand. My whole branding is to be very colorful. It's just part of my energy, part of my vibe, and part of my personality. So, and you see that in a lot of the things that I post, which all has to do with my clothing too and my clothing personality. So think about not just the clothes, but what kind of accessories are you wearing? Are they communicating something specific to those that you want to talk to? For example, a statement piece. A statement piece, intentionally, I wear statement pieces when I go to in-person networking events because they are icebreakers. Now, I do love to wear statement pieces. However, will I wear a statement piece to the grocery store? No, unless I've come straight from a work meeting or a work event. But I will intentionally put this on when I'm going to a networking event or doing a Facebook Live, because I know that statement pieces stop the scroll and they're great icebreakers. So another thing is statement pieces also give off a little bit about the person's personality. Are they somebody that's extroverted, or are they somebody that's bold? Are they somebody that's open to conversation? That's statement pieces do that. Whereas when you wear more simple pieces, they also are more for somebody that's more soft-spoken, dainty, if it's something that you wear often. Obviously, I do wear, and I love to chat, and I am definitely extroverted. However, there are times that I will wear, more like dainty pieces. And if it's a special occasion and it's just a little more classic look, I will wear a dainty piece. But I'll also wear a dainty piece when I don't feel like talking to anybody. So that's how you can use accessories as well to communicate visually to others. All right, so let's talk about self-affirmations and the use of how you get dressed, how that works together with self-affirmations. So here's the thing. When you look better, you feel better. And when you feel better, you're going to be more productive. And when you're more productive, you're going to be more successful in whatever you're doing. It doesn't even just have to be about business. It could be about hanging out with your kids, about doing, some sort of activity, running errands, tedious errands. So this is a cycle that goes on and on and on in our lives. Now, there are times that, we have lots of challenges in our lives, and then we're down in the dumps, or we're in a rut, and we don't feel like getting dressed. I test this out on myself all the time, not on purpose, but I have been through many challenges myself. And I've noticed that during those times that I don't get dressed and show up, and I stay in that fog, what I wear that day keeps me in that fog even more. However, if I take a little extra step and put on maybe some color, or put on some earrings or a fun necklace, it just changes my mood right away, automatically. So, observe for yourself. What does putting on maybe a statement piece, how does it make you feel? What about putting color? How does it make you feel? You will notice something different, and you'll be more confident. You will feel more productive. You'll be more motivated to do things. And so style overall and how well you get dressed for yourself will do that for you. And when it relates to business, it's super, super important as well. The other thing is that how you get dressed and what you wear, how you put yourself together, not only communicates what's going on in your life right now, but it's going to communicate to others what you want and how you want to represent yourself in the future. So if you're somebody that's looking for a new job and you're interviewing right now, and say you were, say you worked in an office, maybe as an office admin, okay, and you're looking to level up, you need to dress the part and level yourself up. And how you get dressed is going to show that to whoever you're interviewing with and everybody around you. Now, what about, and that goes along with like self-promoting yourself. So you can totally self-promote yourself with getting dressed as well. Okay, here's one that happens so often, and I know that this happens because it's happened for me, especially when I've done my closet clean outs on myself. So sometimes we are stuck in, like, let's say our college years, or we're stuck in an old relationship, or we're stuck in an old job position based on the clothing that is still in our closet. So one of the first things that I share with my one-on-one style clients, and also it's the beginning part of the Style Vibe Tribe style group, is going into your closet and checking what is in your current wardrobe, even your drawers, okay? So if you can't do this all at once, maybe just take 2 pieces at a time, maybe every day if you can, and ask yourself questions on those pieces. Do they make you feel good? How long have you worn them? Do they represent who you are today and who you want to be in the future? And if your answer is a negative answer to all of those, then you want to get rid of those pieces. You want to donate them because they're not going to help you. They're not going to, represent who you want to be and who you aspire to be. They're just going to honestly keep you down. Not just that, but they're also adding to the clutter that you're not using. So it's a good time to get rid of them. Now, you don't necessarily have to completely change your entire wardrobe. I promise you that when you do a proper closet clean out, you will find hidden gems in there that you haven't worn in a long time. And if while you're asking yourself questions on each of those pieces that you're going through, and say maybe you're you're not sure, then ask yourself if there's 3 or more ways that you can style that piece. And if you can, then wear it. But if you're not going to wear it, dump it. Don't throw it away. Donate it. So that's just, a quick tip to starting to kind of change your wardrobe so that it reflects who you are today and who you want to be in the future. All right, so those were wait, there's one more thing, but we actually already talked about it, which is accessories. Don't skimp out on the accessories, okay? So if your jewelry box is looking kind of dull, it's okay, but you want to start thinking about accessories that you can find that call out to you, that portray who you are today. If you want to make a statement, find statement pieces. I also, for those of you that don't know, I represent a jewelry line, Premier Designs Jewelry, and I'll drop the link down below. Actually, this is Premier right here. And they've got gorgeous statement pieces just like this that are budget friendly. But that's a great place to start. and definitely add some accessories to your outfits, because I promise it will give you that put together look. And then you are ready to price yourself and align yourself with those prices so that you get paid what you deserve. That is the bottom line about really today's training, is getting dressed in a way that represents how you want to get paid, the amount that you want to get paid for your services or for your products. It all needs to align together because you are your brand. So I'm doing something special for anybody that wants to take me up on this, okay? And honestly, it can be anybody that is either wanting to start their own business or already has a business and just needs a little extra help and support. I'm offering 30-minute complimentary style, branding, and social media marketing consultations. So we will talk about all three things on this consultation call. It's free for 30 minutes. All you have to do is say the word splash down below, and I'll make sure to reach back out to you and we will schedule something. And so in these 30 minutes, what we're going to do is we're going to talk about how you feel currently about your personal style, about your brand, and I'm going to check out your Facebook page and I want to see how all of this is aligning with who you want to be, who you envision yourself to be now and in the future. So we're going to talk about all those things, and I'll give you some really great actionable tips to help you move forward in a way that reflects how you want to be and how you want yourself to be portrayed. Because ladies, you deserve it. Okay, everybody is worthy of aligning themselves with how they want to price themselves. So if you want to get in on that, just say the word splash, and I'll reach back out to you. And yeah, if you guys have any questions, make sure to drop them down below. All right, ladies, I will see you next Wednesday, 12:30 p.m. Eastern time, same place. Don't forget, if you're watching this on the replay, please do not be shy. Come back and talk to everybody. And I will chat with you guys later. All right. Bye, ladies. Have a great rest of the week.